We hope you're looking forward to today's qualifying in Hungary as much as we are. We think it's going to be a cracker. This has been an exciting track in times gone by, and typically it entertains the moment the lights go out.
Turn 1's always a consideration for this race. It's certainly a difficult one to get right when surrounded by other cars, but the race isn't won or lost there. You've got to be smart, get through, and hope your rivals get into trouble and not you.
It's a bit disappointing, but we just need to push hard in the race and we can still come away with something.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three.
Obviously, I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate in the rain today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap, and there are a few places where it's very easy to run wide in these conditions. Accidents are not uncommon here, so we may see a safety car out at some point during the race. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Turner. That was a solid result in their last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Sebastian Vettel has a clear track ahead of him today. He starts in pole position, and Kimi Räikkönen completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Bottas, Max Verstappen and Alonso, Perez, Hülkenberg, Grosjean and Carlos Sainz. Leclerc, Magnussen, Esteban Ocon and Hamilton. They've taken a grid penalty. Ericsson, Hartley, Lance Stroll and Turner. Sirotkin and Stoffel van Dorn completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep it clean. Right, let's get the car up to temperature on this lap. We're learning the gears, so go through them all if you can. "10 minutes left of this rain, then we think it's going to dry up. 10 minutes. Alright, well done off the line, we're in a good position. Power from the engine is going to be down slightly. It's showing some minor wear. Brilliant. Nice move. I don't think the line is really dry enough yet to start thinking about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a while longer. The gap to the leader is 12.2 seconds. Our gap to the car in front is 5.0 seconds. It should be a few laps at least before you start feeling too many tyre issues. They seem in good condition for the time being. Great maneuver. You made it look easy. It looks like we'll be running on a dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. Okay, gap ahead is 8.4 seconds. We're leading our teammate by 5.3 seconds. Gap to car in front is 10.7 seconds. Nice move. Good job. Okay, you're in the top 10. It's not a perfect situation, but I don't think we have cause to move on to a different tyre yet. The gap to the car ahead is 10.5 seconds. The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment. Our gap to first place is 33.1 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 12.1 seconds. Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy. Some information on Verstappen. They have some kind of mechanical problem. Okay, we're monitoring some wear on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power. The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Yellow flag. Our gap behind is 7.9 seconds. The track is clear. Green flag. We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery. Your tyres are beginning to fall off the cliff. Watch the grip levels. The gap to the car behind is 6.5 seconds. There's 4 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, gap to leader, 46.7 seconds. This is your final lap of the race. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, clear. Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
Great effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well though, there's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you go, anywhere in the world, the prancing horse flags are dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today. It's Ferrari on the top step once more. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a good result for Sebastian Vettel, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Turner. They pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari.
Great work out there today. How do you think it went? You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? Did you feel comfortable in the wet weather today? You had a few bumps and scrapes today. Who would you say is at fault? Appreciate your time.
That's a great result. You did really well. I don't think we can have any complaints with that performance.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept if you like, but I strongly suggest we push for better terms. We're asking for too much here. We need to make some compromises. Okay, that proposal looks good. It seems all parties are happy with the deal, so it'll commence at the next race weekend.